getting irradiated on the surface, my father just kept lying. Lying to you, to me, to everyone, the whole fucking world, and not even batting an eye.
Got a lot of people hiding info for no fucking reason. Yeah, I agree with you, Zach. Yeah, like, I literally don't fucking understand why they would hide that. Oh, hey, look, another train. Cool. And this one's armored and shit.
And come out with your hands above your head.
Oh, that's not good. You guys didn't even give us an opportunity.
That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
Fuck me, that's some armor. And look at all the machine guns.
Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How
for?
is this his fault? You knew everything and never said shit.
I'm with Anna on this one.
This was our last warning. Stop the engine immediately.
Maybe if that, you know, asshole would have said anything.
Just a scratch.
What's going on?
Okay, we are stopping. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Yermak, start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so...
How about from the inside?
Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox. Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I will be appointing the volunteers here. Our team will do it.
Oh, cool, yeah. Just throw me to the wolves.
Because he started it all, and he better do something about it.
Pretty sure it was you. Maybe you should take your ass over there, you fucking dick.
I will distract him in the meantime.
Train jousting, let's go. Yeah.
You cover if needed.
Spicy potato.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for it until the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You don't understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion, treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me, where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No, I see only one answer. You've been spot and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, maps? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Treason! We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
What was that?
I give up.
That's it! I surrender!
Yeah?
Just don't kill me, please.
Fine. I'll be merciful just to you. Anybody else that gets in my way, though, they're gonna have a bad day.
We're getting closer. Unit 13 at the ready.
Oh, sure, we'll be sneaky cheeky right here.
Unit 13, attention.
Stand up, Colonel Miller. Easy.
Oh, there's like
we
four
are
of them right
slowing
there.
down. But the brakes on this thing are busted.
Don't sweat it, Colonel. My people will help you handle it.
On my mark. On the count of 3.
Yermak, get ready to hit the brakes.
1, 2,
Now! Thank you. Keep going. This just got serious.
What the... Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole!
The brakes are working again.
You goddamn bastard should have...
Heads up! Enemy on the train!
Motherfucker! Now you better... You, the lucky, the daughter, you will be treated like an others.
We're just gonna cut a path through these guys.
For each of you, I'm shooting you personally through your forehead, you damn cripple! Forget about visible targets! Next 20 out of the day, fire at will!
Come on! They're going to kill us!
I'm working on it, dude. I had to fix my gas mask, okay? Is this guy dead? Oh, come on. I'm shooting him, like, right in the face. Oh, excuse me. Give me this. It's got a red dot. There we go. Can I take care of filter? No? Okay.
Are you assholes asleep? They're already here! If they reach the engine, I will shoot you myself!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm just a stalker. I'm not with them. They made me. Just don't shoot! Just don't shoot, please!
Time to place this, Yeah. Go for it, buddy. Ah. Yeet. Oh.
Hold on!
Thank you. Big appreciation. You guys might want to speed up. Gotta love that spicy flavor.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
Yeah, now I'm gonna kick your dad's ass. Like, he was a dick in the other games, but like, this is a whole new level of I'm an asshole.
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
You know what, maybe if you would have been honest about what's going on, this wouldn't have fucking happened in the first place, so,
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Still waiting for a bullet to go through his skull and collapse like this in your arms. Yeah, you know, I could see it happening at some point in this game here, Zach. I could definitely see, like, that being a whole thing. Hold E. There we go. Yeah, so I feel like the commander's got a hell of a lot of fucking explaining to do, because this is some fucking bullshit, you know?
Why the long faces?
Because you're a dick.
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now.
Yeah, because you dropped the ball
did
earlier.
not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No!
Yep.
I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy.
So 6 months.
And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark.
Yeah, what
Do
the
you
fuck is that?
understand now why we're traitors in the eyes of command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do. We have to find a good place for people from Moscow, like Artyom always wanted.
Giving them all to the enemy? A grand idea. I say, we solve our problems before moving on to saving all Moscow. All right? How is it going, Artyom? Found it yet?
All right, I'm gonna pause right there. Okay, so the Silent Watchers have been mentioned in other Metro games as like this like background phantom group. I didn't know that was actually a thing. So also, even if they contacted him, right, he's known for 6 months. So for 6 months, he said fucking nothing to anybody, not even hinted. Even like Artyom, who literally has done multiple times saving everybody in fucking Moscow from the Dark Ones and everything else. Like, god damn it. He saved all of D6 from being completely destroyed by the fucking Reich. Like, come on. And then even if the command even exists, why in the fuck does that matter at all to the Spartan Order? At all. Clearly he's holding on to some, like, past war that isn't even relevant right now. Like, it happened. And even if the war is still going on, what the fuck does that have to do with the Spartan Order at all? God, everything about this pisses me off to no end. Yeah, Zach, I'm with you. Like, this conspiracy-ass bullshit, like, fuck that. Like, no, it's stupid. It's all fucking stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I see. Right here? That's what the numbers are. Kilometers that I've traveled. Okay. Anyways. Just, like, fucking... all of it. It's pisses me off to no end.
There's a whole world out here. A world where we could live.
So far, we only know one thing for sure. Radiation levels are nominal. The air is breathable. But what about the rain?
So what? You can't even breathe in Moscow.
So? Does anybody live out here? We don't know.
Apparently we do, though.
Us? I don't know that either. What would they do if they found out there are survivors in Moscow? Again, I don't know. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal.
So a lot of
but
I
we
don't
do know
knows.
we've been lied to. For 20 years, we've been lied to. We know they've been killing people.
Collateral damage is inevitable in operations of such scale and secrecy. Yes,
bullshit.
People have died, but the bombs killed tens of millions. Yet we are alive. We stayed alive throughout those years.
Artyom almost got killed.
Multiple times.
Is he just collateral damage too?
Also safety eyes
Guess
multiple times.
what? Yes.
Wow.
If you have to choose between the life of a single man, no matter how dear he is to you, and the lives of everybody else, all the dwellers of Metro, then there's nothing to think about. Are you looking for it? Come on, do your best.
Would you say the same about me?
And about
I agree with you,
myself,
Zach.
too. I've spent my
Jesus.
whole life protecting the people of Metro. Do you get it? My
He is a
whole
fucking kid, man.
life. And I wouldn't hesitate for a second. I'm prepared to do anything to ensure Metro survives. Even though they'd shoot me on sight if I returned now. It doesn't matter. Too many lives are at stake.
Maybe you should walk your ass back
Too
there.
many
Then.
lives have already been sacrificed to hesitate now. Too many.
I want to throw his ass off the
I'm
goddamn
sorry.
train.
I didn't want to. But we have to make up our minds. How will things finish for all of us if we start out lying to each other and arguing? We need to be better.
You ask me how things will finish. Well, let me tell you. It all depends on Artyom now. If he finds the frequency, if they are alive. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there.
Are you guys done talking? Because I'm not going to do this until you shut the fuck up. God.
Nothing yet, Artyom. This signal has got to be there. Look some more.
And no, Zach, the Order isn't an arm of the Watchers. Or if they are, it's definitely news to me. Because the Spartan Order has always just been, like, defenders of the Metro. People that, fought against the mutants of the world and stuff like that to protect the Metro and all of its people. It doesn't matter if it was, like, the Reds, the Reich, or just other people that were in the Metro. So, like, the Spartan Order were just, like, these good guys. Like, basically, like, like an order of knights, basically, So the fact is, like, there would have to be at least the majority of the Spartan Order would be in the fucking dark about all this. So, I don't know. Miller has just officially pissed me off.
Are you looking for it, Artyom?
Shut the fuck up, Miller.
Do your best.
Throw your ass off this train, make you walk back to fucking Moscow.
Keep looking, Artyom. That's got to be a signal.
I can't hear shit if you don't shut up.
Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best.
I'm gonna throw you into the train engine. And let you be the fucking train fuel. Jesus Christ.
Nothing yet, Artyom. This signal has got to be there. Look some more.
Hello?
Wait a moment, what was that?
Speaking from the Arc Project base. Everyone who can hear me. Everyone's still loyal to the cause.
Listen, everyone.
Rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-79. Area 18-5. I repeat. Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-79.
So it is somewhere around here. The Yamantau Mountain. So the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work.
So you knew about this all along?
That Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the world.
By the way,
I'm still
are there any
pissed.
single women in that place?
Great reaction.
That's where your mind goes, really.
So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Who the fuck put you in charge, huh?
Be done with it.
Nah, go to hell. Even better. Oh, come
Why is everybody so
on.
happy?
Aurora, the rolling goddess of dawn, and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better.
Yeah, I know Zach, he was.
I like it.
Fucking saying shit that he was demonizing fucking Artyom for.
Sounds okay, but
Fucking
the
piece of
cruiser
shit.
of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Haha.
No, don't even fucking throw that shit in his face. I legit would
Hey,
have.
Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
Alright, we had a round. That should be enough. You're back. Full steam ahead.
Hi.
Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
Oh, Anna, I was expecting an arrow from a cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
A couple of words.
No.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot.
Okay, Yermak? How you doing? Hanging in there?
Matters.
You okay? How about you guys?
Hello there, Artyom. It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you.
I'm gonna throw his ass off
remember
this
the way
fucking
you fought
train.
back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yeah, yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check. Yeah, it is kind of cramped in here. I'm thinking of making something of a workbench. So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else would be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff.
Sounds good.
Well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt.
A fucking storage for weapons? Hell
I've
yeah.
cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual.
Yes, that
if you
fucking
have any
Miller is a
related
hypocritical
questions,
bastard.
I'm your man. And the weapons, they are like girls. They need attention.
What?
You clean your weapon well. You oil it. You check the ammo. Because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes. But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails.
You talk a lot.
Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
I'll tell you right now, a good condition AK, like, you can beat the hell out of that gun and it'll be fine. Like, let's check whatever this is. Head of Shield Project Railroad Department. Railway State Survey Report. Having conducted the Railway State Survey as per your order, I can report that beyond the defense perimeter, the railway is in condition ranging from acceptable to good, thusly presenting a security threat by providing a convenient way for the enemy to transport and supply their agents. On the other hand, within defense perimeter, the railway is worn down beyond acceptable state, which could lead to a complete halt of the train movement along most used lines in the nearest future, putting defensibility of Moscow in grave danger and disrupting our lines of supply and reinforcement transportation. Considering aforementioned, I hereby request that all available maintenance crews are sent to work in repairing the most damaged sections of critically important lines using the rails and cross ties from the lines beyond the 101 kilometer mark from the center of Moscow, thus at the same time effectively denying the enemy the use of railways leading into the city. Okay.
Well, hello there, Tom. You people could have called me up there to drink to Aurora. I still think Beelzebub was a better name. By the way, did you come to trade places with me? Or did you just want some exercise?
Sure. Let me take over for you for a minute.
Well, help yourself.
I don't know what this does, but we'll do this.
Because frankly speaking, I'm a bit tired here. That's all? Okay, I'll take it from here.
Sure, you know what? That's fine. Maybe I can do it again? I don't know. Yeah.
Thanks,
let me see if I can do this. Yeah. Take a break.
The only good thing about this job is that you
How do I
forget
shuffle,
it's
though?
winter.
How do I
If
shuffle?
only you didn't have to pay for discomfort later.
Oh, D. Okay.
With your whole body aching. I heard that monotonous labor calms you. Well, it's not a lie. I do feel this calm, you see.
Just let him chat with
What
us.
says it's dynamic meditation. That philosopher doesn't come here to meditate too often, though.
Did I know that the makers of AK used to make cars? Yeah, I knew that. Okay.
Thanks. The break sure was welcome.
Yeah, no problem. We're all in this together. Except for Miller, who I want to throw off the train. I seriously hope that I can just go out here and just literally eat him off the fucking train.
How long have you been working with those jammer people for?
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people. Told me about weather stations and mutant migration observers. I was proud to be helping those. Then, about 2 months ago, they loaded a bunch of people onto my Aurora. The guards took them outside and came back alone. Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew it had caved in years ago. A few days later, I was coming back from a run. Stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seems safer to believe. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went.
Jesus.
But when I saw you, and then Artyom, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
So you just had enough.
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
No, didn't get a chance to go. I used to be a metro train engineer. I worked on the ring line. Ha! What a bore that was. Going round and round all day, round and round. And no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap. So I kept dreaming about how good it would be to just leave the metro and work on a real railroad. Travel around Russia. Not to run in circles like a rat in a maze. Huh? My wife wouldn't let me. We had kids, too. When I'd start going on about the railroad, about my dream, she'd stop sleeping with me for months in protest. Yes. But when Moscow got hit, my Tatiana and little Sashenka were at home. I was working that day. Irishka was waiting for me in the metro, returning from cram school. So we survived together that day. But in the end, I lost her too.
Cram school?
TP. You know how it goes. So, I'm driving here and talking to Tatiana in my head. See, I say, you couldn't stop me for good after all. Here I am.
Look, Artyom, you should at least get some of that fresh air. No mask. This is what you've always dreamed about.
I mean, fair enough.
Hey, Artyom. Is there any music on the air?
I don't know. Let's find out. Nope.
Attention! This is the special...
Hmm.
There are monsters all around our bases now. In every window. And the flanks won't hold long. If anyone can hear me.
Oh. Oh, God. Jesus. Well, I wasn't expecting to hear that. Oh, the crunching noises. Yee, that kid's dead.
Yeah, you found it. Thanks, Artyom. The mood improved instantly.
Sure, no problem. There you go. Can I get off of this? There we go. No. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna drink this then. I'm gonna see what else is on here.
Everyone who can hear me. Everyone's still loyal to the cause. Proceed to
Okay, so we heard that, right? Is there anything else?
1-6. 1-6, come in. 1-6 here. We just saw a group of targets with 2 vehicles moving towards your position.
Yeah,
They'll be there in about 40. Call out the red carpet. Copy that, 102. Will you be ready to cut them off if they retreat along the same route? The machine gun is in position already. We're going to fell a wire post and add a few claymores to that just to make sure. Copy, 102. Over and out.
Yeah, that kid certainly became a snack, didn't he?
It's so quiet here, no complaints. You must have unbridled thumb twiddling. Yesterday, though, we heard a huge bang. Was that you guys having fun? Not us. It was Unit 13. Unit 13? We thought it was the war again. What kind of spy did they catch that warranted blowing up with a warhead of doom?
Huh.
It was not a spy. It was them. Their train got blown up. Wow. Do you know Miller, the Spartan colonel?
Oh, they're talking about us. Okay.
They get him too? No, he got out of Moscow. Turned out to be a spy. As far as I know, he learned he was discovered, so he stole a train and ran to his masters before our guys could measure it. Shutting a jammer down, burning the fuel depot, and an ammo dump on the way. Imagine the damage in new-grade ammo alone. And that armored train, too. Unit 13 went to intercept them, but looks like they fell into a trap. I'll be damned. What happens now? Well, it might be for the best. They did uncover the enemy mole, so now I imagine they'll net this whole network. Heads will roll.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, we should probably cut this chat, too, just in case. Yeah, you're right. Well, over and out.
Does that mean all of the fucking Spartans back at D6? Well, fucking goddamn it, Miller. This is all on his head. Literally all of it.
Point location is code. An excellent tune over. Your tried and true host, Max Golovnia, is back in action. You're listening to the first radio, currently doubling as the only one in our area. That automatically makes us the best, I suppose. What's next on our program today? Ah, yes, it's what you've all been expecting. The weather, as one would expect in early spring. We're currently seeing some
Alright.
Artyom, what's done is done. Yes, I didn't stop you from going outside. Yes, I tried to talk you out of it. Yes, I didn't tell you you're not the only ones to survive. But even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after our fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked? What did our people in D6 die for? What did I lose my legs for? But I understood. Because the war was still on. Security was paramount. Our people would have understood. So please, do the same. You would have spilled the beans to everyone in Metro. Goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound?
Then we leave Moscow.
Anyways, no matter what they think of me, I'm no deserter and will never become one. I'm ready to bear full responsibility for everything. But if there is even the smallest chance to earn my pardon, I will take it. Which means that we, like a runner that tripped, need to keep running ever faster just to keep balance. And don't dare you trip us all over again. Am I understood?
Fuck you.
I hope I am. Anyway, at least now we know where to run. So, go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
Again, like... Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna try and kill us at some point. He definitely is. Okay, so like, this guy. Fucking like, his bullshit. Like, he's leader of the Spartan Order, right? So instead of leading the Spartan Order, he fucking bends knee to like whoever the fuck these people are. Like, the Spartan Order is just people. Not like Russian soldiers and shit.
Well, I'll be down.
Falling to a government that's
so, dear Moses,
for the most
can
part.
you feel how sweet the air is without a mask? Or not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend? I remember you telling me how you took your mask off atop a Stonkino tower. When you homed those missiles in on the Dark Ones, was the air bitter then? Who knows though? Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well. The links emerge from the dark water. And what drink is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain? Is it dumb to think about such things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
I just realized his name's Idiot. Cholera.
Look, if there's no radiation, that means we can bring everyone out of Moscow.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow will have to stay put.
But why? We're just a short way from the city. And the radiation's gone.
Oh,
things might have been that easy in your America, but life has never been so easy here. Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro, and by lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, train thieves. And what for? Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie. And that is enough for them to want us dead.
I know there's DLC.
The Hansa bosses must have known that we could live up here. But the public didn't know that. Who'd want to stay down in the metro if we told them?
We cannot tell them. If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think would they do to you, Uncle Sam? Huh? We can't go back. We can't use radio. Remember the jammers? And even if you pull a perfect Rambo and break through back into the metro, do you expect they'd all just believe you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station dwellers. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get? Right to the nearest mutant den, most likely. We are safe here, speeding along on this Eastern Express. They are not as lucky. Not at all.
Well, what if there was a proper evacuation?
Yeah.
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones that kept us under lock and key for 20 years? Or us too? Besides, getting the people out of Moscow is not the end of it. You have to settle them somewhere, provide food. No, brother. I do get where you're coming from, but this matter is way more complex than it seems.
I guess you're right. All this clean air went to my head.
I mean, get what he's saying,
wait,
but,
does
like,
this mean the Colonel was in the know?
Yeah, he definitely was.
His rank does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without them after the D6 debacle? They gave us weapons and recruits to replenish our losses. We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools in the metro from killing each other off. Remember, if not us, then who?
You are too smart for your own good, idiot. Hey, Demir, I've been thinking. How far are we gonna go?
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country. As far as we want, I reckon. As for Yamantau, it's about 2,000 clicks away.
No, I mean, how far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
Aha, that. Yeah, it certainly is a coal guzzler, this thing. Then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we could still burn firewood.
True. There's a lot of wood out there.
Why the long face, Demir?
You see, I made a mistake of stocking up on filters. While I could have gotten a whole bunch of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit, I wish I'd known there'd be no need for them. The corporal sold them way too hard, that bastard. Get them while they last. He even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Chairman Mao, do you know this writer? Mao? Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters, while we could really use that meal-grade ammo now. You never know who or what we might need.
Это что? You're not giving the book enough credit. At the very least, it contains a whole world of wisdom on fighting the war against the imperialism. Which we might encounter on the way, even though so far we just seem to be fighting our own.
Yeah, Anna's pulling no punches this time. Perhaps she shouldn't have. It's not like the Colonel understands everything.
These guys have a lot to talk about.
Who's in the right here?
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Well, who's not wrong then?
He who does nothing and says nothing too.
Give me a break. Who's in the right now?
Everybody is, brother. And nobody.
I shouldn't have asked.
I am not bothered when I'm not understood. I am bothered when I don't understand.
That's why they call him idiot, I swear. Alright, you guys good? Jesus. Yeah, like German Mao of China. Yeah, exactly.
You still holding on to life? I'm done for, my friend. But at least I died protecting my friends. Shut up, you fool.
Whoa, Sam, weren't you just...
By the way, Uncle Sam, your command of Russian is quite good.
Oh, he must have walked back here.
Another 40 years or so, and you'd go completely native. Isn't it confusing now, though? If your California is still around, you became a Russian for nothing!
So he came from California.
By the way, if we meet the occupying forces, whose side will you be on, Sam? Ours or theirs?
Not funny. But if the war is still not over, does that make us enemies?
Nah, that's not what I meant. The Colonel told me to stop smoking shroom, but isn't a pipe of peace an exception, eh?
I wish we could smoke one in California, my man. That would be so much fun.
Oh, damn. Hey, do you miss home?
I don't know. Really, I got used to it. Now I learned my folks might be alive, and I'm in a daze.
I see. What I meant was, even though you're an American, you're our man.
I'm a Spartan, Alyosha. Now and forever. You're a Spartan too. This is what we are now. I wonder what they'd think of me at this Supreme HQ, though.
Drop it. We'll all stand with you, like with Anna and Artyom, like when the Colonel protected you from that crowd.
Yeah, there were women and old guys and kids. They all wanted it. I didn't even want to resist, even though I was younger and stronger back then.
Sam, the war was really on back then. Your missiles had only just fallen on us, just like ours on your home. So forget that shit about the HQ. You're a Spartan, one of us. That's it.
Thank you, Colonel. Sir. So, we're going to the Urals. I'd love to see San Diego, though. Even in a dream.
There's this
little whorehouse on its Red Boulevard station I'd like to see. Even if it was just in a dream.
Look, I'll catch some shut-eye if you don't mind.
We should probably get some rest. You did get shot.
Yeah. Besides, in a dream, it's definitely cheaper.
So I guess we can finally look at this map. But again, I kind of digress here on the fact that, like, you know, the Spartan Order fucking is its own thing. And it basically came about, like, after the fucking war, as far as I'm aware. Like, it's not an extension of the Russian government in any way. They're just people surviving and fighting for the Metro. So, like, why does that have to do anything with the war or Russia and like, the Russian government at all? Like, I don't get it. I feel like it's just more of Miller's bullshit and being basically forcing the people of D6, the Spartan Order, to fall in with his bullshit that he didn't even include them in on. And that's going to lead a lot of people to getting hurt.